Hey everybody. I guess this is the start of Kell's third week. So his second week ended yesterday or today, depending on how you count it. But over the last week, we had a number of stable, good days in a row, and then we had 3-4 days ago now. We ended up being concerned that he might have had an infection in his gut. That was pretty scary. The team here was never really sure or anything that he had that infection, but it was a possibility. We looked into it. He got some antibiotics, but then sort of as time going on, it seemed like the symptoms he was having, like a different colored belly and white blood cell count and a couple other things, were probably just sort of converging from different effects, and that he didn't have an infection. We're still not, of course, totally sure that he doesn't. We're still keeping an eye on things, but it's less of an imminent concern. But he also had some other issues after that, with his heart rate dropping sometimes. That was scary, but apparently that's normal. That happens to lots of babies like him. Yeah, he just didn't used to do it. Now he does it every so often. So, but mostly his numbers look good at this point. What just happened, so just half an hour ago maybe, they upsized his breathing tube. And if you watched my first introductory video, I think I talked about his first breathing tube. That was very scary for me, but this one was not as bad. It was all planned this time, wasn't an emergency situation. The team was here, everything was ready. They got the tube in. I mean, I think they took the old one out and put the bigger one in. It probably took like 5 minutes at most. I think it took less than that, honestly. But they did really good, and his oxygen didn't even have time to go down. So he did good, and now he's on a bigger tube, which should make it easier for him to get better airflow. He hasn't really grown, but I guess his trachea, I don't know. His airway has grown, so he has continued to physically develop, even though he's not really bigger. So that's a good thing, and he'll be able to be on this breathing tube possibly until he needs no breathing tube anymore. So this might be the last time we need to switch it. But if he struggles with his oxygen, then he might eventually need a bigger tube before he goes off of it entirely. But he should be good for a while. So yeah, I mean, this week was definitely easier than week 1, this last second week. But there was scary moments again. People say that it's having your kid in the NICU is a roller coaster, and it definitely is. It never feels like it's just safe, which sucks. I look at other people with their babies that are not attached to any machines and just out in the world, and can't wait for that to be him. But he's doing okay right now. He's strong, so I'm being strong as much as I can for him. Finished his first book, starting to read another one, and I'm reading him actual novels, because he can't understand English anyway, so no reason to read him Green Eggs and Ham over and over again. But yeah, thanks for following our story again, guys. Bye.